2025 brought with it new construction around Kalamazoo, college sports wins, and other inspiring stories amid the challenges.
News 8's Kalamazoo reporter Josh Sanchez has a look back at the stories that made 2025.
Kalamazoo County was a host of stories, from rebuilding in the aftermath of the Portage tornado last year to new chapters in downtown and education. We also saw a fair share of stories of coming together and celebration. In January, Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety fire crews battled 3 different fires in one night, including one that left 1 person dead.
One coming out of the top unit window.
I gotcha. I got you.
Amid the blaring alarms and smoke, Sergeant Brian Reidenbach ran up to an apartment building as a man struggled to climb out his window.
Yep. You can grab me.
As the second Trump administration was sworn in at the nation's capital, multiple protests in West Michigan, including here in Kalamazoo, challenged a whirlwind of new policies, from a women's march to an economic blackout and multiple No King protests. In April, Kalamazoo and Western Michigan University roared with celebrations for days after the Broncos captured their first NCAA Ice Hockey National Championship win against Boston University.
Glad we could bring it to Kalamazoo in the state of Michigan. I love being a Bronco, and this has been the best year of my life. Men's and women's soccer and football followed suit by clinching conference titles this year. It was the first time Bronco football had gone back to Ford Field since 2016 undefeated run. The university saw its own new chapter as alumni Russ Cavalluna was named as the next president in April.
La pace sia con tutti voi.
In May, Chicago-born Cardinal Robert Prevost became Pope Leo.
Questo è il primo stato.
Before he even became a priest,
here he is. That's when he would be a freshman.
He attended high school at St. Augustine Seminary in Allegan County, which was under the Diocese of Kalamazoo.
I think he's going to be a good guy for it. He's the right guy.
Yeah,
I could tell when I saw him walk out on the balcony, he was about to cry.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here.
The month marked a year of recovery after an EF2 tornado tore through Portage in 2024. City and county leaders allocated a combined $1.6 million in state funding to support businesses and residents left with costly repairs. Crews worked diligently to repair historic buildings and the green space left altered at Celery Flats. In one of the most closely followed stories this year, March storms brought tragedy after 3 children were killed and 3 people were sent to the hospital after a large tree crashed into a minivan in Climax Township. Another closely followed story was that of a September shooting that left 4 people shot and another hurt at a restaurant near Western Michigan University's campus. One of the suspects in the case, Knowledge Quincy Levon Williams Chamberlain, would be arrested in Minnesota nearly 2 months later. 2025 also brought new construction. The Kalamazoo Regional Education Service Agency Career Connect campus opened its doors in May. September saw the official groundbreaking at the Kalamazoo Event Center.
This place is iconic.
New ownership of the iconic State Theater and the sale of Wings West in October. As the year drew to a close, Plaza Corp secured $54.6 million in tax incentives to recoup part of the cost of 3 developments. And an anonymous donation of $23.3 million to Kalamazoo County is expected to support housing initiatives like the operation and construction of a transitional family shelter.
He caught her.
In the most followed News 8 story in Kalamazoo County, a Centerville family celebrated adding a +1 to their family at an unlikely place, a McDonald's parking lot, back in August. The Rotunda family was planning on having their 4th child at Bronson Hospital in Kalamazoo, but plans changed as baby Matilda was anxious to get a start on life.
Really, really thankful that it went well. And if it had to be in a McDonald's parking lot, then it had to be there.
You can find the links to these stories and many more that happened in Kalamazoo County in the last year over at woodtv.com. In the Kalamazoo studio, Josh Sanchez, News 8.